Quinn said that I'm not serious enough.
You could do something to impress her.
You should run for president.
Of America? Be my campaign manager.
You're the most popular guy in school. Hey, you really don't need my help.
The second Rowan sees us together, he'll be totally jealous. What do you say?
Take it away.
So Chase had already been cast, and then I had a chemistry read, but couldn't actually go and do it in person, so we did it on Zoom. And usually you're supposed to just like get on the Zoom, do the scene, bye. But we talked, and then we started talking about burgers.
We started talking about
and it was like 15 minutes of burger talk, and then we went into the scene. I was like, oh, I forgot we actually have to do the work.
Yeah.
So that was my first impression of him, was he knows his burgers, and I was excited for him. I know that this is a little out of his comfort zone, and he did great, so I was like excited to get to know him. And then in person, big hug. Isn't there like a thing about what a hugger you are?
God. Oh, yeah. No, I know. They're, like, if you look up a little huddy hug, it's just like
a little
me.
huddy hug.
Yeah, it's like me just like hugging someone for 5 seconds at least. I remember your mom liked my hugs too.
Yeah, my mom did hug Chase.
But
really liked it. But I gave you a hug, and then 10 minutes later we were doing our screen test where we had to slow dance. So that's how it works in this industry.
Yeah, for real.
You're thrown into the
fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so we were doing our chemistry read, and I was actually a little like nervous. It felt like you made me nervous, and I felt the same way. Like, yeah, like in person too, because you're just such a professional, and you could really take that away. But you're also very bubbly too. So like, but you can like kind of click between personality and like on screen kind of, you know, like immediately, and it's really honorable to watch that happen.
Thanks.
So yeah, it made me nervous.
That's sweet.
Honestly, I'd been like kind of secretly doing lessons for a while and had been doing some auditions, but I feel like it was the right place, right time with this movie with Tubi. I had been doing stuff like secretly for a while, and then kind of getting sent this opportunity. I was like, wow, this is really perfect. I read through the script, and I just really related to this character, and I felt like this was like a great reintroduction to my acting potential.
It's fun. Like, it's just
So good.
fun. There's like so much drama out there, and not that I don't love drama, I eat that up, but it's just, it kind of brings back this like 90s feel of like just nostalgia and just like rooting for people and wanting to be on people's sides.
Right.
I just think that's so special. It's just, I link rom-coms to fun. And I'm a huge fan of just laughing every day that you work. And so doing that was easy. I mean, how hard did we laugh making that?
I mean,
like, it
oh
was
my
like
gosh.
every day I would go to sleep, my abs would hurt because I had been laughing so
The
hard
entire
all
day.
day. So that's why I love rom-coms. But
Yeah, there is such a wholesomeness to rom-coms. I mean, I grew up loving rom-coms. That was like the only acceptable thing. Growing up, my sisters were huge Twilight geeks, and just they would put on The Notebook every day for some reason, and they just loved, the tears were flowing usually with these rom-coms, and so to have something that just feels like nice and refreshing is really cool, because like we were saying, like a lot of films and stuff today, even TV shows, are just based around drama, even if it is a rom-com. Like The Summer I'm Pretty, that's got some drama, girl. Like,
Yes, it does.
That's crazy.
it's
So
also got some calm.
it's got some calm too. You know, it's pretty calm. It's whatever. But yeah, with this one, I feel like it's very free flowing.
You guys definitely brought that fun.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'd love to hear it.
Oh, I have an answer for this immediately.
Yeah. 10 Things I Hate About You.
Not me.
That's mine.
It is? Oh my god, that's like low-key our sister movie.
Really? Wait. Yeah. Oh, well.
Wait, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days? No.
No. That's the that one's also really good.
Wait, what did you say?
I said 10 Things I Hate About You.
Oopsies. My bad. That's a great one. 10 Things I Hate About You. I love Heath Ledger. Mine's 50 First Dates. That is amazing. And
So good.
fun fact, our director of our movie actually was the camera operator on that movie.
So
So
good.
I freaked out when I heard that. Everyone kept coming up to me on set and being like, you know, your director's kind of a big deal, right? And I
Nice.
was
That's
like,
pretty cool.
yeah, he's nice. Steve's great. And then they were like, no, he was like Clint Eastwood's #1 camera operator. And I was like, wait, stop. So then I IMDb'd him, and the guy's, he's got the most stacked resume.
It's really nuts.
And yeah, so 50 First Dates is like, obviously, it's my favorite rom-com of all time. And the fact that he's connected to it, I was like,
I had seen all of the Adam Sandler films, but that one. And so when I watched it, I was like, damn, this
It's
is
so
really
good.
good. Yeah, it made me feel right here, you know.
it must be. It's the art.
That's it. That's
Feel Steve's essence.
it. You really do, because then I was like thinking about it from Steve's perspective, and I was like, yeah, this makes sense.
Yeah.
Good lad. I was drawn to him just based off of his story. I really liked the way that he started, like just kind of being this baseball boy, which is something that I was doing when I was growing up, and was just like a secret art nerd. And that was, it's like the whole trajectory of my life was just like kind of slowly coming out of my shell and being like, yeah, like I like the arts. But it was almost like embarrassing to do that in my hometown, so I kept that to myself in the same way that he did.
Awesome.
Good story.
I have an unconventional answer, which is I didn't like Ellie at all. I thought she was so mean. I thought she was so selfish. And it was actually, I had said to my partner that I was taping with, like, I don't know how to get into this because I just really don't like this girl. But when I read the full script, obviously, I saw that there was a lot of grief there and that it was just a coping mechanism and a defense mechanism. And I also thought, like, what a fun challenge for me to, like, be able to sit in that and figure out why people are the way they are and kind of, like, find meaning for her behaviors, which is always a fun thing to try and do. So I ended up having the best time with her. And, like, also a big thing of mine is, like, when you take characters like that and you're somehow able to, like, humanize them and make them softer. So that was a fun challenge for me. But yeah, I didn't really love Ellie when I first met her, but we're buddies now.
I thought Ellie was like so sweet and wholesome and just this little nerdy girl.
Really?
Yes.
Even when she was like, you're never gonna be president. Ever!
Yeah.
You thought that was sweet?
Yeah, honestly, it's like, oh, like the girl that I bullied my whole life, she's finally coming out of her shell and she's giving me some wit. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes I need it.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
she whips
Like,
your ass.
Nate definitely needed an ass whooping.
Yes, he did.
And I think
that's
you,
why it
you
worked.
whipped him into shape, man.
Yeah.
It's
Love that.
a team effort.
Well, I haven't read Macbeth. It's the one Shakespeare play that I have not gotten around to. But I thought that worked for it because Ellie had also not read Macbeth. So that was very funny, and I liked that she kept running through the movie being like, I'm Lady Macbeth, I'm Lady Macbeth, like really not knowing what that meant in the slightest, which I actually thought played into the comedy. So don't know if I can answer that one.
I think that's perfect though, because the whole time you are like, yeah, Lady Macbeth slays, and then in the
Yeah.
end it's like, ooh, maybe she was the worst.
Exactly, like maybe she was horrible, but yeah.
Honestly, when we locked in, man, when we started like really taking the presidency seriously, like that was when the thing started to pivot and it was less about like her and more about like we're doing this together.
I think, like, if we have to be specific about it, I think the scene in the living room where,
That's exactly what I'm referring
yeah,
to.
you're like, my dad doesn't come to my games, and I'm like, my mom's dead. That's a pretty pivotal
all of that.
scene.
Yeah, pretty pivotal.
And then I think the real kicker is the party.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, after the party, we have this conversation, and then we're both, like, on the phone being like, so, and we don't want to get off the phone with each other, but then we're like, I guess we have to.
It was
Very
cute.
adorable.
We
I think
almost
that's,
kissed. You
yeah,
threw up.
I yacked.
That was fun,
I think that was the turning point for both of them.
for sure. Honestly, the pair, no way.
No.
Like, like you'd think that Nate would only be friends with like his baseball team, and like he's just enamored with, God, what's the girl's name in it?
Quinn.
Yeah, I was like thinking Lillian because that's her real name.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just like, oh, my girlfriend's so hot, and like I never wanted to open up about like my drawing side and like the things that I was just like kind of hiding and keeping to myself, and so that also went with like unexplored friendships as well.
I feel like they never would have run in the same circles, which is huge, but I also think they would not end up the way they did at the end of the movie without each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't, like, there was an amount of growth that both of them went through because of each other, and they brought that out of each other, and so I don't know if they would have had those realizations without each other, so maybe they would go off to their futures as slightly more dull people because they didn't have that fun interaction.
Have that change,
yeah.
you know, in their lives. Wow. True.
I've actually thought about this because it does parallel us.
Right.
I think I think Ellie made Nate more serious. I think she told him to like get his shit together and can I say shit? Ooh. Get his shit together and start taking life a little more seriously.
Yeah, and that's what you told me.
And I think Nate shows Ellie that there's actually more to life than school, and that she is allowed to have fun, and that she can get close to people, and not everyone is gonna die on her or leave her. And so I feel like with Chase, like Chase came into this and was like, again, like one of his first acting jobs, huge role, like that's really hard to do, and he was worried, and I think like hanging with me, like I got to kind of figure out that like you can chill, we're all having fun here.
Yeah.
And then on the flippity, he taught me that I can also embrace being silly, which is cool.
Yeah,
really cool.
You were very silly. I think honestly, like you allowed me to like relax. I was like, oh, you guys like laugh like when the camera's off.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we can laugh.
Yeah, we're
about
like
these
allowed
things.
to have fun.
Yeah, I was like, okay, cool. There's no fun on my set. You know, it's like it's whatever. But yeah, I feel like it was just so bubbly, and everyone like that we were working with too was just like, you know, we were just having fun the whole time. And as soon as that started happening, I was like, all right, I like this.
I love this movie making business.
But I think at first day on set, we were just like both just kind of like.
We didn't even have
awkward.
Scenes together on our first day.
Yeah, we did.
You did your baseball
that's
thing,
true,
and then you
but
were at the top of the stairs while I
First
yelled at your
day
father.
together.
Oh.
The dino.
Whoa, that was our first day together?
That was our first day together.
That
Because
was
then we
intense.
finished with your dad's house.
Yes, you're right.
But yeah, I think you're right. We do bring a lot out of each other, and in all the right
Opposites,
ways.
you know?
Opposites for all.
I think she's blinded by her own ambition. I think she fully believes that she needs to be in control of everything for everything to turn out okay. And I think in doing that, she does not see how she's coming across, because that conversation she has with that other girl who's pretty much a mirror of her, that was Ellie at the beginning of the film, thinking everyone around her was a loser and that people who were obsessed with partying were dumb and all of these things. I think it wasn't until meeting Nate and having him force her into these situations where she kind of had to give up control and she had to be present. Like, anyone forcing anyone to go to a party where they don't know a soul, that's hell. That is so hard. And he made her comfortable and she got in on everything. She played beer pong. Like, that, I think, was like a huge moment for her in realizing that, you know, you don't have to always push yourself to get to the end goal. Like, you can enjoy your life.
You can party and still get straight A's. That's the life lesson here.
That is the lesson. Go out and party. But yeah, I think it took her long, but I think she got there. Oh, we talked about a sequel.
big
Oh,
hopes.
what's that?
Are you kidding me? From day one, we were like, so when's part 2?
What did we want the storyline to be? We wanted Quinn and Rowan to get together. We thought that should be a really good season 2. Or
yeah.
season 2? Movie to TV?
Too? Oh, wait, what was the name of the title that we came up with?
How to lose a popularity contest. It writes itself.
It writes itself. My idea was Quinn comes back from college and just rains hell on our new relationship.
Would have been fun.
We look forward to seeing it.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Let's get going, Tubi.
Write that
Let's
down.
get going.